Amazing audience. We are live with no other but Billy Gaines. Billy, how are you doing?
Pretty good. About you, Angel?
I'm excellent, my friend. Great pleasure to connect with you.
You as well?
Which of your talents do you think is responsible for us connecting at this time, this place in history?
I think between me and you, it was just meant to be. It was the universe. I'm looking at what you're doing, and I think it's commendable, man. Traveling the country, and that's something that I would love to do someday as well. Yeah. And so if I could kind of learn from you, that'd be pretty neat, man.
You could join us now, though. We need a driver. Like,
there you go. We'll call it the...
if you allow that, though.
Well, it'll be half Uber, half fitness, man. We're going to do push-ups every mile.
Oh,
all right?
That wouldn't work.
No. All right, man. But
so, yeah, you said fitness. Like, is that one of your talents? Like, what is a talent you have?
One talent I have is connecting people, similar to you. And so we host sporting events, motivational seminars, and recently wrote the book On the Rebound. And so, just people are getting connected around becoming the best versions of themselves. So it's pretty cool to see, man.
What's the subtitle there?
He lost his girl but gained the world. So it's just a book talking about
the whole world.
The whole world, yeah.
There we go.
The whole world, yeah.
And W, whole.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I feel like it's something everybody goes through. Different breakups and struggles that you just because it happens to everyone doesn't make it any easier. And so I kind of talk about that in the book and talk about how I found my newfound purpose, which is helping people find their purpose and overcoming their battles and making gains in their life.
Yeah, I like that. Billy Gaines. So who did you learn that skill from? That skill of how to connect others to others?
Yeah, I think I learned that skill ultimately just through, family in my life. I have a lot of cool aunts and uncles I really look up to, and my parents as well. They're able to, form relationships with people pretty well. But really, it's just being nice to people, man. And seeing opportunities for people to be able to, connect. And I think that's kind of what you and Hugh have done. And you're doing that with your tour here. You're connecting people. So just the people in my life, man, for sure.
Why will you continue to be that guy that connects other people? Because there are the challenges with it, right? To be nice.
Right.
It is challenging.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, right? All the time,
Yeah.
So why will you continue nevertheless?
Well, I think because of a note my Uncle Paul left me when I graduated high school. He said, hey, man, as you walk out this door in life, as you go through college, because you're leaving the high school, be nice to people, man. There's assholes stocked up on every single corner. Sorry if I'm swearing on your show, but, there's just people on every single corner of life that are going to try to kick you down. And so we need to get into the habit of building people up. And that's what it's all about.
Tell me one other thing you've done consistently. Oh, before we even do that, where can people connect with you? Where's the best place?
Yeah, the best place is just Facebook, Billy Gaines, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Billy Gaines.
Gaines?
Nope, Gains.
So it's the real gain.
It's the real Gains, yeah.
Billy is gaining.
Billy is gaining.
Gaines.
Yeah, the Daily Billy.
I love it. I love it. So tell me one other thing you've done consistently over the last 2 years, please.
So I think one thing I've done consistently the last 2 years is, 3 years, is, I don't know if I would say this for myself, but I think other people are saying it now that I'm being consistent with just doing the work. A lot of people, they have visions and they have ideas, and then they kind of say, oh, that's too hard, and then they stop. And so, we've got a podcast as well. We've interviewed about 50 people, man.
What's the name of the podcast?
It's kind of like the Q&A, but I call it the Q and Gains show. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But we've just been going at it, man, and the ball's rolling. And so one thing I've been consistent with is just producing content that people are resonating with. We talk about crazy stuff like how, I think that the film 13 Reasons Why with Selena Gomez was actually not beneficial to people. I think it was harmful. We talk about stuff like how Kanye West is going to run for president, and we talk about crazy stuff like the side effects of like masturbation and stuff that most people don't touch because it's a touchy subject, no pun intended. But we just try to talk about stuff that other people don't talk about, because it's regular stuff, man. Like, this stuff does have side effects of people, and it's stuff that we all go through. And so Billy Gaines, Will Ellermets might not have been able to, he definitely wouldn't have touched this stuff, but Billy Gaines, he's going to have the conversations that are uncomfortable, and you know how it goes, man. You can't have growth unless you, how does it make me feel? It makes me feel excited, man. You know what I mean? The fact that people are able to look at what we're doing and then have their lives change for the rest of their life. It's amazing.
In a true, real form.
Yeah.
Why will you continue to repeat these skills of doing what you're doing via splitting up things, You've shielded Williams, right? And now, well, William, my
Yeah.
apologies. And now you have Billy, right?
Yeah.
To take the, why will you continue to repeat that skill?
I think it's just because it happened 2 weeks ago. The name change, is that kind of what you're getting at? Like, why am I going to continue to be doing Billy Gaines?
Yeah.
And since then, I've just felt as though I have an obligation now to be doing what I'm doing. I've kind of put it out there, and people have already reached out to me saying stuff like, "Dude, Billy, I'm going to read the book today, and this is my last resort, man. I'm going through a lot of stuff, and if this book can help me change my life, it's going to be good, man." But I'm just hearing words like that. I got girls from high school, not that I went to high school with, but girls that are now in high school, like 15 young girls, man, saying that they are depressed and they want to kill themselves and like all this crazy stuff. And so I think that Billy Gaines is someone that can really help people realize that life is like very hard. There's no doubt about it. But if you wake up with purpose every morning, we wake up some mornings, we have just a knife in our heart. We have a knife in our back. We feel like we have 4,000 tons just on our chest. And that's not a good way to wake up, man, but that's how a lot of people feel today. So Billy Gaines wants to help people relieve that stress and show them options that are healthy and give them ways to just engage with people and engage with the community so they can be the best versions of themselves.
I love it. 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 All right, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me now invite you into my imaginary time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Billy, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory is the pizza man coming to the front door, and for some reason, man, I think I must have wanted new underwear or something, but the guy says, "Hey, there's like 13 pairs of underwear behind the bush." What I had done was I'd taken the screen out of my window and I'd thrown all my underwear out the window, man. I don't know why. I think it's because I wanted new Scooby-Doo underwear for Christmas, and so that was the way I was saying that, but I don't know, man. That's the first thing that pops into my head.
How old were you?
I would have been about 5 years old. Another childhood memory is walking into the hospital and seeing my younger brother Luke being born, and then there was a little koala stuffed animal bear next to him, and I thought that was the baby, the stuffed animal. So just stuff like that, man.
Why do you think that first memory is so clear?
It's just the first thing that popped into my head, man.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you had to connect that memory to who you are today.
Probably not. I mean, I definitely just do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one thing people have always told me is that they can't tell if I'm being serious or not. And I think I'm sort of a jokester, a little bit of an entertainer, but behind all that, man, I am very serious, and I do have a mission for my life, and I do have goals. You know what I mean? But the way that I express that, sometimes I say it in a joking way because that's just who I am. So. I wanted new underwear, and I was going to throw it out the window to get it, man. I have no idea.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Absolutely.
Immediately when you said underwear, the first thing I did see was the Superman, right? Like,
Captain Underpants.
Yeah.
That's probably not a good one, man, but dude, we got to figure the look out, so maybe that's it, dude. Yeah.
But then the idea of the mailman.
Yeah.
I mean, the person who is bringing the good news. No, unfortunately, it's the bills, right? But hey, if you don't have electricity, you can't have bills, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have bills. But just to see the mailman character
Mm-hmm.
and him identifying, hey, you're doing something here that you probably need help with,
Mm-hmm.
and you being the Billy Gaines guy,
Mm-hmm.
who is now about to do that, where you will be the mailman, helping others understand, hey, your underwear. Stop throwing those things out, right?
Yeah, get that out of the bush.
Yeah. Whatever it means metaphorically.
Sure.
Yeah. To see that, that's how, it popped in my mind.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
Into 2012?
And when you were 12
When I was 12 years old, middle school, 2 songs. Party Like a Rock Star.
Right, true.
By
out the window.
Who was doing that one? And then probably just 50 Cent, man, in the club, man. Yeah, those Lil Wayne, Lollipop, like all those, man. I was in 7th grade, and so we were all walking around with the Razor phones. A couple kids were cool enough to have iPods. I had to wait another year, but those were the songs, man. Yeah.
That's cool. All right, my friend. We've arrived at our destination, but before we get off this imaginary time machine with all cool lights and stuff, right? There are a few questions I'd like to ask. It's, just yes or no, or a bit more. Are you ready? Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
I have.
Are you married?
I'm not yet.
Do you have children?
I do not yet, no.
You looked as though you would not.
I don't.
Do you believe in God?
I do believe in God.
Do you have an inner circle of friends? And
Yes.
Yeah. Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
Or about 3 hours a week?
No.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? More than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Man, you know what? Unfortunately, I am on my phone too much, man. I got off of Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all that crap when I was 18 years old. And then when I turned 21 and I started my business, I had to get back on it. And the unfortunate thing, Angel, is that I have to be on it all the time with social media because I'm trying to build a business. It is what it is, but I hate social media.
Yeah.
I think it's the devil.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it.
If you had to share with us your own unique statement, a statement that represents Billy Gaines, what would you say that is?
Billy Gaines is the ultimate overcomer of adversity.
Love it. Billy, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yeah. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Be yourself. Be happy with who you are. And if there is someone that you want to be like, reach out. They say you're only 6 handshakes away from people such as, Drew Barrymore or Donald Trump, and you can reach these people. But don't compare yourself to people. We live in a culture of comparison, and like I said, man, people wake up not feeling happy with who they are. And I think it would be incredible if we could wake up every single morning happy with who we are, happy with where we're at, and happy with where we're going.
Love it. Well said. Amazing audience, you heard it live here, 12-minute convos with Angel Jones. Thank you so much. I usually do that move.
Hey! Cool, man. Hey, would it be possible for me to interview you on my podcast real quick if you got 10 minutes?